Shalom. All praises, blessings, glories, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Racha, Kodash, and double honors to my elder apostles and bishop elders of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth, as well of men of like mind. Shalom wa chasad, which means peace and mercy, to the elect of the nation of Israel, among you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelite foreigners of the seed line of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whom are scattered here in America, which is Babylon the Great, and abroad. And to you I say Shalom, beginning with the 144,000 prophets, and Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, willing, this lesson is edifying and informative. My name is Quanawath, and the inspiration for this lesson came from the post on X that you brothers and few sisters see before you by Gunther Eagleman. It's time to leave NATO and the UN. A repost from Ian Yeager. Just now, Senator Mike Lee calls for the United States to leave NATO. Make it happen. And if it transpires, which transpires from the word transpire, which is the word of today, is a formal verb that means to happen, or in other words, to take place or occur. It can also mean to come to light or to become known, as in it transpired that they had met previously. And so if the United States leaves the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, which is comprised of the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns, in addition to leaving the UN, which is the United Nations, this will slingshot the hatred and division between the United States of America and her European allies. Because according to biblical prophecy written here in the book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 16, and the 10 horns, which the 10 horns are the European nations that comprise the EU. Which the EU is the European Union. These are the 10 horns, which thou sawest upon the beast, which represents the pagan Roman Empire, which came back in the form of NATO and the EU, with America being an extension of that empire. These shall hate the whore. The whore represents America, Babylon the Great. And so America's European allies that comprises the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, and the European Union, the EU, these shall hate the whore, and they will hate America. And such a move like this will only increase it. And then eventually, according to biblical prophecy, during the third world's woe, pursuant to the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14, which cometh quickly, they shall make her desolate and naked by shooting thermonuclear missiles upon her, according to biblical prophecy. It reads on to say, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, hath put in their hearts, in their minds, to fulfill his will. So this is the will of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and through his Son Yahweh Shai, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, shall be fulfilled. And we are swiftly approaching the end. For as it is written, the end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. And as each day, as each week, as each month goes by, we further see divisions between America and her allies. Despite the sense, or rather the illusion of peace that they're pushing. Remember, it states in the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So, as we swiftly approach the end, we will further begin to see divisions between America, Babylon the Great, and her allies, in addition to the rest of the global public. All according to biblical prophecy. You could also refer to Isaiah the 14th chapter. Is this the man? Has he become as weak as we? Obadiah, verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. What is a confederacy? A confederacy is a group of people, countries, organizations, etc., joined together for a common purpose or by a common interest. Didn't J.D. Vance recently made a statement that the EU has been shifting away from democratic values, which is harming the relationship between itself and America, Babylon the Great? And now we have a senator making a call for the United States to leave NATO, which 70 to 80%, but I believe 70% of NATO's military is comprised of the U.S. military. So if the Lord makes this happen, this will certainly create great division between the European allies and America, Babylon the Great. The Lord is setting the stage for biblical prophecy. Many things are happening across the globe and domestically, and things are moving quickly. Crazy Vibes made a statement. NATO was supposed to be a mutual defense pact, not a one-way charity where the U.S. bankrolls Europe while getting humiliated in return. If even a NATO member can openly disrespect the U.S. warship, what exactly are we protecting anymore? So the American Edomite, which is more stout than his fellow, is even calling for this to happen. The average Joe. So things are going to get really interesting moving forward. A lot more interesting. And all the men of America's Confederacy, all our allies that have joined in agreement with her, have brought thee even to the border. What border is referring to? The border located in the Arabian Peninsula, in the valley of Jehoshaphat, according to Joel, the 3rd chapter. Because that is where the third world's war will be fought, according to biblical prophecy. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Because according to biblical prophecy, they're going to betray America, Babylon the Great, and prevail against thee. They that eat thy bread through traffic, trade, Jew, sea, air, and land, have laid a wound under thee, a trap. What is that trap? Betrayal. That will come in the form of them shooting missiles upon this land to destroy it, according to biblical prophecy in Revelation, the 17th chapter, as we had just read. That eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him, because he is proud. He believes himself to be like the Most High. He doesn't fear the Lord. He thinks himself to be like the Most High. So the time will come when the Lord is going to recompense judgment upon Esau, Edom's kingdom. So that's about it. That's all I had to report in the news, concerning the news. And Lord's willing, this lesson has been edifying and informative. I'll see you, brothers and sisters, Lord's willing, in the next lesson. Shalom.